Hello and welcome back to another edition of Sane Sunday Live. We're happy to have you here. Every Sunday we're here at 7:30 p.m. with car community news and support for the car community. Happy to see you and hang out with all our hashtag Insane friends in the hashtag Sane community. Hello, Horses Shop. Welcome to the show.
I'm not even in there yet. Oh my goodness.
Lodging Lady Garage. All right. Good to see you.
Hi. How you doing? What's up?
Start the show giving some shout outs to the other hashtag Insane
Camaro
friends.
time!
Hey,
Awesome!
Camaro time. Woohoo!
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
I'm sure we all had an exciting night last night watching Fab Automotive Detailing, giving away a bunch of
Irving the paid
cool
tourist. Awesome.
presents. Irvin the paid tourist, nice to see you here. All right, so shout outs to all the hosts of all the different hashtag Insane Friends live shows during the week. See here on the live calendar that there is somebody living every night. So if you want to get support, you come here Sundays and Wednesdays at 7:30 and connect with new hashtag Insane Friends and old hashtag Insane Friends and be part of the show. And during the rest of the week,
excuse me,
on Mondays, you can hang out with Retard Adventures at 9 p.m. Bubsification on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Right back here for the Insane Friends show on Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m. And Thursday nights, it is Dorito and Lucha Cabra at 9:30, followed by Easy 2 Tips, Tricks, etc. from 10:30 to 12. And Friday nights, Horseaholics Anonymous at 8:30. He may be off on vacation.
It's not Horseaholics Anonymous.
No, it's
anymore.
not. It's Horses Shop, and he won't be back on until the beginning of the year. So instead, just go straight to 9 p.m. with Twisted R Racing. Saturday, Choppers Rule 1. It goes live at 6:30 p.m. This is all Eastern Standard Time, U.S. time, because at 6:30 p.m. our time, he is broadcasting live from Australia on a Sunday morning.
That's timey-wimey.
Yeah, it gets confusing.
That's TARDIS stuff right there.
So later Saturday night is Fab Automotive Detailing. And I'm sure most of us were there last night checking out his giveaways, which were considerable. There were a lot of giveaways. Hemi JL8 is here. All right. Bubsification. Yeah. Where's your ears burning, Bubs? Oh, what did I say? What did you say?
Here's Bubsification. And you just took it over.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Well, let's try that again.
Here's Bubsification.
It's a teamwork effort. Curb Appeal Lawn Care is here.
Awesome.
As I said before, Bubsification is on at 9 p.m. And like I always say, if you are part of the hashtag Insane Friends live calendar, please shout out everybody else on the Insane Friends live calendar like I just did before moving on with your show, like we're going to do. And tonight, we want everyone to try and guess some of the most famous vehicles from the Christmas movies.
Yay, Christmas! Woo!
And we're going to start with A Christmas Story. So there was a vehicle that Ralphie, one of his first lessons on how to work on cars was helping his dad change a tire in the freezing cold and the wet on the side of the road. What was that car? What kind of car was Ralphie and his dad changing the tire on the side of the road? Oh, Bubsification says he's got us guys on the computer and Roadkill Garage on the phone. That's awesome. Maritime says a 1932 Mercury.
No.
Close. It is in the 30s. Very warm. Very warm.
I think these are scratched.
Looks like there might be a scratch right there.
That's good.
Ha! He's getting closer. He's getting closer. Camaro Time's getting closer. It says 37 Chrysler. Y'all guys better start chiming in or Camaro Time's going to get it before anybody else does.
Oh, my goodness.
Who's Horse's Shop says 32 Chevrolet.
Oh, my goodness.
Getting colder. Getting colder.
Maritime. Oh, my goodness.
She's trying to give you a hint. Yes, 37 Oldsmobile. It was a 37 Oldsmobile sedan. It was 4-door. And let's see if we can get a picture of it up here. Picture of a 37 old sedan. Let's get some screen share going on here. There, can y'all see that right there in the snow?
That pretty.
I like the picture of the one in the snow because it was cold and snowy and wet when they were changing the tires. So this isn't the actual one from the movie, but it was like this car right here. And those big deep dish hubcaps. If you remember, they're trying to change the tire and the dad has some colorful speaking going on there. And then Ralphie, I think he dropped the hubcap with the lug nuts in it or something. But either way, lug nuts went everywhere. And Ralphie let out an expletive. And yeah, he got in trouble. Lots of trouble. Remember when they got back home, there was that accusation of, well, the big question was, where did you learn that word? Where did you learn that word? Well,
my dad asked me that same question, and somehow I got in more trouble for being honest. And then I asked him how come I got in more trouble for telling the truth. Wow. Horse's Shop is going with his dad to pick up a 1946 Chevy half-ton pickup truck on the weekend. I mean, on Wednesday.
That would be awesome. I really appreciate it if you take some video of the truck before y'all load it up. That'd be a really good before video. And maybe some more when you unload it and you get it home, so everybody can see what it looks like before. Because, you know, this one of the things that I regret about all those project cars that we had and all the show cars that we did and stuff, I never took enough video. I never took enough photographs. And that's one of the things that drives me to go to these car shows today and video so many of these other people's cars. I still got to video some more of my own before it's too late, but they're covered up and they're kind of dirty and I need to clean them up and everything. So, but I didn't take enough video or photographs and stuff. So I try to video and photograph as many cool cars as I can in case, you know, those people end up in the same situation I am with not nearly as many photos or video as they wish they had when something happens to the car or it gets sold or or God forbid it gets wrecked or something, which has happened to a couple of the ones that I restored after I sold them. I found out later from the new owners that they got wrecked. Horse Shop says it's an all-original truck, and it's been sitting in the garage since 1974, and he's going to mess with the engine and see if he can get it to run. I would suggest a combination of clean new engine oil mixed with WD-40 in every cylinder before even attempting to turn it by hand. And then, of course, drain the old engine oil out and put new engine oil in it, because a lot of times condensation occurs in the crankcase. And do this for the transmission too. Condensation occurs in the crankcase and in the transmission, and that water likes to sit on the bottom. It's heavier than oil, sits on the bottom, and you don't want that to get mixed with the oil, and you don't want it to get picked up and circulated through the engine. But there's going to be some water in there, and it's going to be sitting on the bottom. First thing, when you pull the plug, the first thing that's going to come out is at least a little bit of water. And then after that, the old nasty oil. So I encourage you to change that oil first, change the fluid in the transmission, and then pull the plugs out, put a mixture of WD-40 and new clean engine oil in there, and then try turning it over by hand before trying to start it up. Hey, Fab Automotive Detailing. All right. Good to see you here.
Hi. What's up? I'm just sitting here not paying no attention to nobody.
Yeah, you're right, Bubs. And also the general rule on turning it over by hand is to turn it at least 2 full circles. Make sure that thing goes around 2 full revolutions. And if you feel anything that doesn't feel right, go some more until you pinpoint exactly what spot, and maybe pull the valve covers off and check to see if something's not right that you're feeling. Because okay, Horses Shop says, I'm going to soak the cylinders in Marvel air tool oil. That is also very good. I've done that before too, and it works. It works just as good as the mixing the WD-40 and the engine oil together, because engine oil is too thick. And transmission fluid is another thing too. It's a really good thing to mix with WD-40, good clean transmission fluid to put down in the cylinders. But it will smoke really white when you first crank it up if you use the transmission fluid, and it'll smoke thick black, no, blue, very blue with the engine oil. Yeah, Fab, he's going to have the plugs out because he's going to be pouring that Marvel oil down in there. And thank you for watching out for us and taking care of that, Fab.
Yeah. I didn't know what to do with that one.
Okay, where's my screen share at? Screen share. And if y'all haven't checked out Camaro Time's channel, Camaro Time just got the 37 Oldsmobile, which was in A Christmas Story. Ralphie and his dad was working on it. And let's see, what have we got here? 37 Oldsmobile. YouTube.
How did everybody make it through YouTube's last attempt to get rid of us?
Yeah, their purge I know Camaro Time got purged. We got purged. And James Cox got purged. Angel, Dominique got purged. There was at least 3 other names I could remember got hit by the YouTube purge. But I think Camaro Time and our Saneauto channel, we made out like bandits. Which to me is proof that this is an incredible car community. This is a great car community because what YouTube was trying to purge was they were trying to purge sub for subbers and trying to purge a lot of spammers and sub for subbers. And I think Camaro Time only lost 14 and we only lost 6. So we lost like maybe 20 subscribers out of the 5,000 between the two of us. That is a whole lot of really great, wonderful subscribers. And I think it proved to us, and I think it proved to YouTube that everybody in our audiences, all you guys are just a bunch of really good car community members, a bunch of really good hashtag insane friends, just building communities in the way that YouTube wants communities to be built, and definitely not a sub for sub group or a bunch of spammers. We're just a great YouTube community.
Fab didn't see any difference. Hemi JL8 only lost 3 or 4.
Yeah, see, and we all share pretty much the same audience, which, just goes to prove that all these things we've been talking about and trying to learn how to do it and that within the rules of the YouTube platform and without violating any of the terms of service, it's working. And it's working, and we're doing the right things, and we just need to stick to our good habits and continue to grow and continue to help each other out. And we're not going to have to worry too much, because when they do these purges and stuff, because we've been following the rules and because we've been doing everything right and teaching each other how to do everything right and talking about doing the right things and how to grow correctly without breaking the rules, we came through this like unsinged. We passed this YouTube test with flying colors. I mean, all you guys did great and came through it great, and we're glad to hear it. Okay.
Now, you were saying about Camaro Time?
Camaro Time's got some more coverage of the Monroe, North Carolina cruise-in.
I really like skiing deep powder. I really like flying.
And so we're going to let that play while we ask the next question. And find out about the next vehicle.
Is that a bubble bath in the car?
Yeah, the car's taking a bubble bath.
I need a bubble bath. So our next vehicle would be, if y'all can start trying to guess, it was parked outside of the Griswold's home by Uncle Eddie. Brought it during the movie Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation. And Uncle Eddie drove it and parked it in front of the Griswold's house. He actually parked it in the Griswold's driveway. There were several scenes that included this vehicle. It's not a car. It's not really a truck. What kind of RV, Fab?
Yes, it is an RV. But what type of RV was it? That's... Yep. There's an RV. Yeah. It
What type of RV was that? What year and model RV did Uncle Eddie park in front of the Griswold's driveway? So while y'all are trying to guess that, we will be enjoying Camaro Time's coverage, some more coverage from Camaro Time of the Monroe, North Carolina cruise-in.
I bet he'll find a Mustang.
Look at that big, interesting house right there. That 55 Chevrolet in front of it. And isn't that what that was, a 55 Chevrolet?
Well, if you don't know it now, Fab, you will by the end of the show.
Yes, you will. You will definitely know the year and model of the RV before the end of this show. Even if nobody guesses it, we will reveal it, because we've got a couple more vehicles to do. So it won't be the very end of the show. It will be during the show. And then we're going to ask, we've got at least 2 more vehicles that we're going to ask you about that are in Christmas movies that people are going to be guessing at. And while people are guessing, make sure you support each other's channels and check out each other's channels. Anybody that shows up in the chat. Oh, and hit the like button and tweet this out. Share this out. We'll get more people in here and try to get more support for everybody. And grow the community.
Can help, Fab.
Yes, Fab. And while you're in here, Fab, that would be really cool if you could go on Saneauto and post the names of the winners of your giveaway and a link to your channel. And if you wanted to, a list of the people that contributed to the gifts, the giveaways, the people that sent the giveaways, so that you could have such a wonderful giveaway. That was a lot of people. I know Uzolu's Garage sent at least something as part of the giveaway, but I can't remember all the other people that contributed to the gifts for the giveaway. Or I would have listed it all myself on Saneauto. The Saneauto Facebook page. But yeah, and if anybody else has any giveaways, please let me know on the Saneauto Facebook or my personal Victor Sane Facebook, and we will certainly be happy to help you get the word out.
It was a condor. He thinks his granddad.
Woo! Yes, a condor.
Yay, butts!
Bubsification, yes, it was a condor. You have any idea what year model? Ooh, look at that 427.
Wow.
Nice. Back that up and see if I can see what year model that was. So I missed it. Let's see, we're looking at a Chevrolet here. Yep, 428. It was not a 427. It's a 428 Cobra Jet. I'm thinking a 1970, but I didn't get to see enough of the car to tell. So it may be a 1970 Mustang.
70-ish.
Yeah, the Condor, I will tell you, it was early 70s. Early 70s Condor RV. It was actually a Condor 2, I'll give you that much. This might be a clue to the year. The Griswolds, yeah, Camaro Time said he thought the Griswolds drove the truckster. The Griswolds did drive the truckster. They drove that in Family Vacation, that very first movie, the one that started the whole craze and all those wonderful movies that came after it. But
they had a special car in
they had a different car in that movie, the Christmas Vacation. They had a completely different car.
Speaking of,
we will be guessing at that after Bub's Vacations is 72. Yes, it is a 72 Condor 2 RV. That's exactly what it is. 1972 Condor RV. I wonder if we can find a picture of that. Go to images. Well, that is the Condor 2, 1972 Condor 2 RV. And that's what it looked like.
Looked like a school bus. Put that over there, please.
Is that over there?
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you think it's too cold for baby outside right now?
For more of this awesome coverage of the downtown Monroe, North Carolina cruise in, check out Camaro Times page and watch his full video. We're going to see what's going on at Bub's Vacation. So he did guess the next thing. Now, somebody else that hasn't been featured already, tell us what that car is that we were talking about. Camaro Time and we were talking about. It is not the family truckster. What car did the Griswolds drive in the Christmas Vacation
movie?
The same movie as the as the 72 Condor RV. This is the Predator 212 Hemi Drift Cart on Bub's Vacations page. It'd be neat to see what that Condor 2 RV looked like inside. Some of those RVs are really plush inside.
That one doesn't look like it.
Not from the outside, it doesn't. Looks like it'd be very basic inside. But a lot of them will surprise you. Don't compact your spine on that thing, Bub's Vacation. I think he just got a shower through that mud hole.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls hard. I need a tag on here. See what RPMs is best. My left foot looks like it's doing something, but it's not. There's no brake up there. The brake's over here.
His brake handles are an adjustable wrench.
He's nasty.
That looks like a really fun place to ride a kart. There's a place in Atlanta where Carol and I lived that has a wooden walkway like that. It goes through a very swampy area down by the Chattahoochee River.
Wet. Slickery. Oh, slicker dicker dot. Because it pulls to the right hard. Maybe because they got a small tire on there. So guys, this is the drift cart. Hillbilly Hauler. He's a cool dude. I talked about wanting a drift cart for a long time, and he had this one and brought it down. Traded some stuff for it. But he's put a new motor on it and tearing up his whole neighborhood with that thing. And so he come down and traded us. He also brought a billet aluminum rod for the motor. And we put it in while he was here. Tore the engine down. Put the billet aluminum rod in there. And shaved the head a little bit. Done a little engine modifications.
I remember seeing. I'm pretty sure that's the same cart that I remember watching the videos on Hillbilly's page
video, of course,
about.
I barely fit in this seat. So, waiting to get a bigger seat. It's hard to find around here. There's not many people that race. And the people that do race don't have any extra seats. So, I'll probably just order a new one from BMI or somewhere like that.
So has anybody guessed what the anybody want to guess what the car was that Clark Griswold drove in the Christmas Vacation movie? I'll give you a hint. It is another Ford. It isn't the family truckster, but it is another Ford.
It's because broke a tire off on the side of the cage.
So Bub's Vacation, is that the same engine that Hillbilly made the video showing how he made the head gasket? The homemade head gasket?
That's muddy, buddy. That was probably underwater a couple of days ago.
So I remember talking to him in the chat on his video about the tools, because I use the same kind of tools when I make gaskets that he was using. I don't know if they're the same brand or not, but they're the same kind of tools.
That was right on the gooch.
Oh, he says no, this one is fully built.
Okay.
He thinks that that one was a flathead on his Manco.
Yeah, it was a flathead.
I gotta be careful if somebody starts walking towards me.
So that must have been the Manco he was doing that on.
She don't like to stop. Oh, dead tree up there. So I hope the mic's working. If it's not, it'll be a perfect ending to a perfect day. Riding day anyway, filming day. Went and got the old pit bike out. Garbage. Flat back tire. Thought I fixed it. Made it about a mile from the house and then decided to go flat. So I had to ride it home on flat. Come out here, and the road's too slick to get any good speed.
It was Hillbilly came down and built this one with it. Okay, so that was him that was in the garage with y'all when y'all were having the live, and I came to the live, and I didn't talk much in the chat that day because I was busy listing things on eBay and stuff on the computer, but I did have your live going while I was doing that.
He has the video of the build that he hasn't edited yet.
Okay.
Give it a better sound.
Well, y'all were talking about the what to do with the rods, and would this rod fit or would that piston fit, stuff like that, and asking questions and getting some answers. I didn't get all of it because, like I said, I was doing listings on eBay at the same time, so I only had half a brain
right over the creek
listening.
Yeah.
The other half was in the middle of transmission parts and listing transmission parts. That is just a really cool wooden.
Sounds good.
Wooden bridge. That's a lot of bridge, a lot of walkway.
Turn on these boards because they run that way. When you go to turn, if you get to slide, you just follow the boards over to the wall. If I fit in the seat better, it would be a lot easier to drive.
We need to go back to that place in Atlanta, honey, where they got all those wooden walkways down there at the Chattahoochee River. Sometime when it's not so cold outside.
Yeah.
It handles good as long as you got traction.
Okay, somebody's got to guess this. The Clark Griswold car. It is a Ford.
I know.
She knows what it is.
It's got an awesome headlight system.
It's not the family cluster. It is the, and then I'll give you another hint. It is the same car, not the same car, but the same type of car, same year model, everything that Tim Allen had in the movie Santa Claus. They both had one of these. It was a Ford.
Come on, people.
Yeah,
this is easy.
Yeah.
Google it. If you don't know, that's cheated, but Google it.
Yep.
Googles.
Clark Griswold's car in Christmas Vacation. It is a Ford.
And it's a wagon.
It is a wagon, but it's not one of those big 70s wagons.
It's a
like
bull.
They had in when they had the family truckster in Family Vacation.
Torino, no.
Nope, Torino's Torino's a little too 70s for this one. This one was a later model vehicle. later than 70s. It's not in the 70s.
Highway speed.
It's a bull.
Still have some in there.
Yeah, it's a type of bull. It's named after a type of bull. And it's a Ford. That should pretty much give it away.
I mean, Zodiac. And not the killer.
There's a parking lot down here. I don't know if they're open or not. Yeah, they're open.
Okay. Wait a minute. What's this down here? What's the rest of that comment? It looks funny. Fab Automotive Detail says, my boss has the urban assault vehicle like the one in the movie Stripes. Well, that should be cool. Let's do a walk-around video of that. And by the way, I like
the latest detailing
yeah.
video. The car washing. I like that.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. I was enjoying your video the other day, Fab, with cleaning up the Thunderbird. Not just because it's a nice Thunderbird and everything, but because where you're showing in the beginning of the video the condition of the vehicle before you started cleaning on it is what I fear is going to be the condition of every one of our show cars when we pull the covers off. I know I peeked under there a couple of times recently, and especially the Jaguar. It's got that same mold on the interior, and under the covers, I don't know how this happens, but it always happens. Somehow, at least a certain amount of dust and crud manages to get under the car covers and on the paint. And so I suspect it's going to be every bit as dusty and dirty under those covers as the Thunderbird you're working on is too. So I'm going to have to go through a lot of the same steps and same products to get them back clean again. I like how you were taking that foam cannon and getting it good and sudsy and just taking one smooth motion, push the stuff off of the car. Which I'd like to blow mine off real good first. Didn't you say you were blowing it off a little bit with a leaf blower or something?
That's the water after.
Oh, blowing the water off after he washes it.
Yeah.
I like to do that before I wash it too, to try to blow some of that stuff off before I ever even get it wet and start moving that stuff around. Because I'm always thinking, man, all this little stuff is going to scratch.
Okay.
And I like that clay thing you were using too, Fab. Hey, reviewing, playing, and more RPM. Welcome to the chat. Everyone's trying to guess. They've already guessed it.
Terribly actively, they're not.
Right. We're talking about.
I'm a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, everybody needs to get a little bit more active and guess a little bit more. But we're trying to guess. We're trying to get everybody in the audience to guess the famous movie cars.
These were my ideas for questions.
Yeah, the movie cars in Christmas movies. Oh, I know where he's at now. I recognize where Bubba's is at now. Okay. We've already gone through and Camaro Time guessed the 1937 Oldsmobile in A Christmas Story. Ralphie and his dad were changing the tire on it on the side of the road. And then we got into the Griswolds and A Christmas Story, A Christmas Vacation, the movie A Christmas Vacation. And Uncle Eddie brought a 1972 Condor 2 RV. Bubsification guessed that one, that it was a 1972 Condor 2 RV. And now everybody's trying to guess what, hey, E-Tard Adventures. Now everybody is trying to guess in that same movie, A Christmas Vacation,
landed over
What
there.
was Clark Griswold's car in that movie, Christmas Vacation? It was a Ford, and it was a wagon, but it wasn't anything in the 70s like the first movie. Like the first movie, they had the truckster. This one, it was a later model vehicle.
I don't see how my nose got up on it.
But what kind of Ford wagon was it, and what year was it?
Cart reverse.
Yes, Tard Adventures. Hashtag Tard Squad. Shout out to Tard Squad. Shout out to hashtag Insane Friends. Shout out to hashtag Sane Community. Shout out to
It's so high gear.
Hashtag Mopar Community, the Mustang community, and the Camaro community. And let's not forget the hashtag I am a creator community.
I mean, it's fast. Has fudge.
Well,
brakes weren't good. Emergency brakes.
Country Squire was the first one in the first movie,
but not in the Christmas Vacation.
In the Christmas Vacation, it was a smaller wagon. Another clue, it was a smaller wagon.
And it's a bull. Zodiac. Yeah. Bull.
Think of Zodiac bull. What kind of bull?
It's in the Zodiac.
It was named after a bull. Ford named this car after a bull. A lot of mechanics that worked on these cars from the 80s.
Awesome. Camaro time.
Woohoo! Thank you. And I'm just going to give the year away because this one's got so many people stumped. Clark's car today, Chrysler Pacifica. Yes, it's a 1988 Ford Taurus wagon. And that was also what Tim Allen drove in the movie Santa Claus.
You see, this was my trivia questions for the day. I chose these questions. Now I'm sad.
Yeah, if that was made 3 years after you were born, Camaro time, we would both be a lot younger.
Yeah.
We would all be a lot younger.
I wouldn't have kids. I wouldn't know him.
Yeah, we wouldn't have so many back problems and knee problems either. About a Wonderful Life. Well, you know, if anybody wants to guess that would be great, but I wouldn't be able to confirm. I don't know what those cars were in A Wonderful Life, and I remember there was one that was wrecked. It would be really cool to know what kind of car that was they wrecked and ran into that tree in A Wonderful Life. Those were some cool looking, really old cars in that movie. Well, we have, now since Camaro Time said something about Country Squire and all that, the family truckster was made on the platform of a real Ford station wagon. It was a Country Squire. Does anybody know the rest of the name of that car and what year it was? The car that the movie people turned into the family truckster.
All right, guys, that was amazing. It's gotten dark on me now. We had some stuff going on. But anyway, thanks for joining me on this video.
Okay, Reviewing Plain and More says 1919 Dodge Brothers touring car. Are you saying that's the Wonderful Life? Okay, cool. Is that the one that they wrecked in A Wonderful Life? Because Camaro Time and Reviewing Plain and More both are talking about the 1919 Dodge Brothers touring car. And so I'm asking you guys, is that the one that they wrecked
Or is that another? Because there was more than one vehicle in that car. Some cool vehicles in that. I mean, in that movie. I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to have to go away for a little bit. I may or may not be back. I don't know yet.
Let's see if I can get a picture of a Dodge Brothers touring car for everyone else in the audience that hasn't seen one. See if we can get one on screen share here. So we can look at that, see what that car looked like. Yeah, that looks like the one that they wrecked into the tree. That is a cool looking little old car. Let me get that on screen share so everybody can see what I'm looking at. Well, that was anticlimactic. I was hoping to get a bigger picture of it. Etard Adventure says, I want to drift in the LTD wagon. Hey, Etard, been there, done that.
A what?
LTD wagon. He wants to drift an LTD wagon.
What do you mean drift a one?
It's kind of like if you took a Ranchero and you put a few concrete blocks in the back and strapped them near the tailgate. I wouldn't know anybody that would do anything like that. And then go do donuts with it. Yep. Yeah, the LTD wagon behaves the same way. You're right. This is about 100 yards long. Hey, Matt's Unique Builds. Welcome to the chat. We're talking about cool cars in the Christmas movies. We've been looking at and guessing at some cool cars in the Christmas movies. Yeah, back in the 70s and 80s, those were pretty plentiful. And a lot of people had some older rundown ones really cheap. And so it was pretty easy to find one to go play with back then. Okay, since nobody's guessing, I'm just going to tell you that Family Truckster, the original movie, the Family Vacation, National Lampoon's Family Vacation, the Family Truckster was built out of a 1984 LTD wagon Country Squire. And that right there was the Condor 2. And that right there is 1919 Dodge touring car from It's a Wonderful Life. Anybody else have it? Hey, Uso Loose Garage, how you doing? Anybody else have any suggestions on cool cars in the Christmas movies?
What movies and what cars have we not mentioned yet? Which ones have we not seen and not mentioned?
What about Santa's sleigh and the elves?
Oh, yeah, you had a good question about that.
What was it powered by?
The movie Elf. Comedy movie Elf. There was a Santa sleigh, a very unique Santa sleigh in the comedy movie Elf. What Carol is asking is, what engine? He looked in there at one point and he had to fix the engine. Now, it was being pulled by reindeer, but it also had an engine. What was that engine? Oh, that is cool, Matt. Sounds like what he's saying in the chat is that there's a car lot down there near where he's at, and they have a vehicle identical.
Camaro time, yay!
Camaro time's good at this. He's on it. He had to be silent for a long time before to give all you guys a chance. But yeah, now, he's great at this.
Camaro time asks a great question. What was the car in Scrooged?
Oh yeah, what was the car in Scrooged? Can anybody guess that? What was the car in the movie Scrooged? Yeah, but Matt's Unique Builds was saying that they have a car that's identical to the family truckster, and it even has the tree strapped on the top, and they bring it out every year to a car lot down there. Hey, that would be a great thing to make a video of.
Yeah.
Yeah, do a good thorough walk around of that car and put it up as a video. You still got a week before Christmas. Be a great Christmas video. You might get a lot of views off of that. I'd watch it. I'd watch that video.
Me too. Well,
I'd watch it. Are you about done, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. Carol, Queen of the Car Scene, is going to head out, and I will in about another 15 minutes. Until then, let's talk some more about these Christmas movie cars, the cool cars in the Christmas movies. Reviewing, Playing, and More says that the 1970s Checker taxi cab was in Scrooged. 1988. Yes, it sure was. That's the way I remember it anyway. I hadn't looked it up yet, and Camaro Time says ding ding. See, yep. So it was a Checker cab.
Creepy in that cab.
1988 movie. Matt says, tell you what, I will do it. So y'all be looking forward to a video of that car, the family truckster, or at least a replica of the family truckster, on Matt's Unique Builds page. Yeah, that'd be a neat one to see. Checker taxi cab in Scrooge. That's a good movie to watch around Christmas time too. The Scrooged movie. And when you get that video done too, Matt, feel free to put a link to your video on the Saneauto Facebook page. And maybe you get some more views. Saneauto Facebook page, it's nothing but people, car people. Love car photos and car videos. Let's see if I can find that Checker cab.
Hope I don't get a copyright strike from this, but I just want to share with y'all that scene because that was a really cool scene. The guy in the checker cab, the cab driver, drives like a total maniac. And if I remember right, it was more than a couple. There's 2 minutes here, it says, but I remember it just seemed like longer. Takes him on a terrifying ride through New York City. Ghost of Christmas Past, and the door's locked. And the window cranks come off in his hand. He's not even looking where he's going. There seems to be a complete lack of traffic on this day in New York. Camaro Time says, I have the Hallmark ornament. The Hallmark ornament of which vehicle, Camaro Time? Which Hallmark ornament do you have, Pete? I think the only car ornament I have right now, and you'd think I would have a bunch of them, a collection of car ornaments for Christmas time, but I think the only one I have is a Batmobile. Ooh, yeah. Thank you. The truckster. Okay, the family truckster. So that's pretty cool. The dogs are in. How's everyone's weekend go? Good question, Uzolu. How is everybody's weekend? Everybody sound off. Any new videos? Anything else on your channel you want to tell us about? Anything going up? Hey, Dakota. You want to say hello to everybody? Dakota want to say hello? Nope, she's a quiet dog tonight. I think she's tired. Reviewing Playing and More says he's got a great new video and it's getting lots of views.
And those of us who were targeted in the great YouTube purge, at least in our community, seem to have come through pretty much unscathed. Of course, we do have a great community here. All you guys are a bunch of really great guys, and you really are trying really hard to do a lot of community building and follow the rules of YouTube. So I think that is why we came through so well. It's because y'all got a lot of really good habits, a lot of really good behaviors, because they're trying to purge the channels of scammers and sub for subbers. And apparently y'all guys just aren't spammers, and you're not sub for subbers, because we only lost 6 and Camaro Time only lost 14. We've already regained since Friday. We've already regained that much and more. So we actually have more subscribers today than we did on Friday before the purge, even though we lost a few over the weekend. We are still gaining subscribers faster than the purge took them away. Yeah, I feel for you, Uzolu. You're doing all the right things. And, you know, we've had the Saneauto channel for 11 years, and I tell you, man, when you're not doing a bunch of shock value and stuff, which you're not, it is really hard to grow. But then eventually, just continuing to do all the right things, all the stuff that you're doing, eventually it'll start growing. Like it has for Camaro Time and our Saneauto channel and a lot of other channels. And but I tell you that for a long time there, I thought this channel was just never going to grow. It's never going to grow. And it's all about traction. It feels like you're spinning your wheels, and as far as channel growth, you are for a long time. You're just spinning your wheels for a long time. But then at some point, you'll see it in your subscriber count. It'll catch traction, and it'll just start moving. And it may not just take off like gangbusters, but you'll notice when it does. And then you'll go from that. Yeah, Camaro Time's only 8 away from 2,500, and really close to 2,100 right now. And there's yeah, Camaro Time spinning wheels and not even doing a burnout. I mean, it is tough, and we really feel for you. And we've got your back, Uzolu. We got your back. We're not giving up on you. And keep throwing those video links out on the Saneauto Facebook page and stuff. We'll keep sharing those things for you, and that's one of the reasons why I've got that page and putting that platform. It's so all of us will have some place, and the Sane Enterprises too. Of course, the Sane Enterprises, it's nothing but us YouTube people. So there only so many people are going to see it on there. But on the Saneauto Facebook page, there's let me see just how many people we got on the Saneauto page right now. There's several hundred members now, and they're all car people. There's a bunch of them are Mustang people right now on the Saneauto Facebook page. We've had a lot of people sign up lately in the past few months that are Mustang people. So I would encourage you to first put some of your Mustang videos links on there, because a lot of Mustang people are going to see that. And sometimes if you just put a couple of pictures on there and then a link to one of your videos in the chat underneath the pictures, because I've noticed sometimes when I do these Facebook pages,
pictures get more attention than videos, because Facebook has a tendency to promote the photos more than the picture. I mean, more than the videos. And the reason I'm not saying do this and do that and do the other thing to make your channel grow, Uzo Lewis, because you're already doing all those other really good best practices. All the stuff that YouTube says will make your channel grow and all that. The one thing that you and I and a lot of the rest of us in this community are not doing, that we know makes it's a kind of a cheat code that makes your channel grow really, really fast, is shock value. And that's something that YouTube says it does not want on their platform. But we all know that that makes your channel grow quickly on YouTube. But we don't want to be known for that. We don't want to be famous for being an idiot on YouTube. We all got the things we do on our channels that if we're going to end up being famous for certain things on YouTube, it's for the kind of content that we do put up there. The nice, clean, family-friendly content that we all have on our channels. And 386 members so far on the Saneauto Facebook page, and growing. And less than 4 months ago, it was less than 200 members. And now it's 386. It's going to be 400 members there. So doubled membership in 3 or 4 months. So don't be shy. Put a link. And the rest of you people too, go to the Saneauto Facebook page and put a link here. I'll screen share so you can see that page. This is what the Saneauto Facebook page looks like right here. This Saneauto, and it's got a gap between Sane and Auto. And if you friend me, Victor Sane, on Facebook, I'll invite you to the page. I'll just click in here. Once you're friended, I'll click here and I'll put your name right there, and I'll invite you to the page. And then you can just like click right here and put a link to your video and some kind of description of what your video is about. And your video will show up here. There's another Mustang guy that's one of the new members. There's some other Mustang guys that are new members that joined recently. There's some more Mustang guys. There's discussion I started on the page about some of the famous movie cars, and there's Gregory Salvatore in one of those same cars. We were in that Back to the Future car in Gatlinburg, and I'm not sure where Gregory Salvatore was when he was sitting in another Back to the Future car. But he goes live right after we do on Sundays at 9 p.m. And there is one of my video links and another discussion we started with Mopars. See, one of set mine giveaways, 1K giveaways, amendments, some rules. There's somebody's giveaway. There is. Okay, yeah, that's one of mine. It's one of the event coordinators from the local charity car shows. They gather children's toys for the kids for Christmas at the car shows. One of the ones we were shouting out, and we filmed their car show and everything. And this is a 300 subscriber giveaway video and some other video links that I put on here from some of you guys' channels with y'all were doing giveaways. Put one on here for Fab Automotive Detailing too. There's the children's collecting toys for children's car show. There's one of Ken in California of the Easy 2-Tap tips and tricks. Link to one of his videos. There's the live calendar, Insanefriends live calendar. There's one of Bub's Vacations video links. There's one of our members put a picture of a big truck owned by a retired Navy veteran that was right up here on Fort Mountain State Park. I've mentioned several times in our lives that we can see Fort Mountain out our living room window here. He'd been listening to one of our lives. He sent us that picture on the Saneauto Facebook page of a retired Navy veteran who was up there camping on Fort Mountain with that big truck. And there's Jennifer Hakeem. If you remember here in the live several times, there's the YouTube page, The Deadpool Car. And there's the Deadpool car right there. She shared some of the videos of the car. There's some of the photos from the Black Bear Festival. There's some automotive memes. But it's all automotive stuff. It's right there. Lots of people participating on the chat, on the, that Facebook page. Share your videos on there, your automotive videos. And you got to start somewhere. And everybody here, I appeal to you, go to your Facebook pages, go to your Twitters, go to stuff like that. And let's see what I got here. Share each other's videos on your Twitter and stuff. It's as easy as this. You can go, go to Uso Lou's Garage. Oh, wow, you're up to 725. You're getting there. And then go to the videos. And here's a Michigan car show. That's a good one. Take that right there. And while it's playing, you can go up here and left click on it and it'll highlight everything. You can right click on that, hit copy. You can go to your Facebook and see if you've got a page like we do Saneauto right here, you can right click and you can hit paste. And you don't have to leave the link right there in a post like this. If you're doing a message, you do have to leave that link right there. But you can just replace that with some kind of message like cool cars in Detroit, Michigan. And it's just that easy to help other people in our hashtag Insane Friends group, our Sane community, our YouTube car community in general, to help them get a little traction.
help them get some more views and some more people to their channel. And you can do the same thing with your personal page. I mean, like right here's my Victor Sane personal page. There's me with the car. And that's another thing you can do. If you see right here, I've got Saneauto YouTube on my background to try to let people know what my YouTube channel is. I've noticed lots and lots and lots of people that send me friends requests. You see, I've got one here I haven't even looked at yet. And a lot of times they'll send me a Facebook friend request, and I have no idea what channel they are, or even if they are one of my friends on YouTube, because I know them by their YouTube channel name, and I may or may not know their Facebook name. And they have no clue on their Facebook whatsoever to what channel they are. And a lot of you other guys have done right the opposite. You may even have your channel name is your Facebook name. Your YouTube channel name is your Facebook name. And so it's really easy to know what channel. What I've done is put the YouTube channel name right there in the header, so that if anybody comes and finds me on Facebook, they'll know that it's Saneauto YouTube. And in addition to that, I have the Saneauto page, and I have the Sane Enterprises page for my Sane Enterprises, our mastermind group, which is much more exclusive than, and then it has a YouTube channel for that too. But you can go on your personal page, you can left click there, right click there, paste, and share your friends' videos that way as well. And always make a different, type in something different every time you share somebody's video. Don't copy and paste the same sentence over and over again, because Facebook has the same kind of algorithms looking for spam as YouTube does. And if you're using the same sentence over and over and over again, you're going to get put in Facebook jail for spamming. But if you say something different, like this time I'm going to say great videos of the car scene in Detroit, Michigan. That way I'm not saying exactly the same thing, so it's not really spam, even though I shared the same video in 2 different posts on 2 different pages. I don't have to worry about Facebook putting me in Facebook jail for spamming, because I'm not spamming, because I did it differently. And what is another Facebook page that gets a lot of car people? Trying to think of the name. It is Car Museum. I think it's Car Museum. And this is one of my, and this is a big secret tip. Look at there, 133,000 members on Car Museum page. And it's just this easy, just like I did before. Hit paste, and there is one of the great videos of Uzolu's page with a bunch of really cool cars. And right there is the sentence. Really cool cars. From the Detroit, Michigan car scene. And post that, and that gets in front of like 133,417 members on that page. And you can see they like the same kind of cars we do in that page. I mean, cool cars. Oh, I like that one. That is that meme. Baby seats in the 60s. How did we all survive? Those of us that were born in the 60s, we remember that a lot of those cars that our parents were driving were older cars, and they were from the early 60s or the 50s and so on, and those cars didn't even have seat belts. They had no seat belts at all. First car wreck I was in, I had no seat belt on. I was 3 years old, and I had a broken leg and a broken nose. I was blind for 8 days. I had quite a few other minor injuries, but I think it was the broken leg that was making me hurt so bad I was passing out all the time. But hey, anytime you wake up in the hospital, it's way better than the alternative. Way better. Okay, see. So you just look for pages like that. And share your videos on pages like that. Look for car pages. And do the same thing on Reddit. Look for car pages on Reddit. Twitter. And that's another thing too. I could do that. Open up my Twitter. Since I haven't edited a video today anyway. And I know I'm not on screen share right now, but I've got my Twitter. It's opening. And then hit tweet. It'll ever come up. Paste that same link. And then just like I did with the other stuff, make a little message. Cool cars of Detroit, Michigan. Enter, and then tweet that out. And there you go. Now let's see what's going on in the chat here. I have been neglecting the chat this whole time, so I'm going to see what is going on here. I usually save that kind of advice for the Sane Enterprises channel. But this is specifically car channels we are here. And so it's still very much car related because we all have car channels and we're trying to share and get traffic to our car channels, our good, clean, family-friendly car channels, which is not as easy as, you know, some of the other channels that have a lot of shock value and stuff. You know, of course, they're taking a chance on getting into trouble. But of course, we all know, too, if they get big enough, fast enough, it won't matter if they get in trouble. They'll still be okay with YouTube because they're too big to be kicked off the platform, so to speak. But we don't want to live that kind of precarious razor thing, just pushing the envelope of all the rules and stuff. But the only way that I can see that we can get as much attention and as much views to our videos without doing the shock value, without doing all those things that YouTube says they don't want on the platform but seem to be rewarding all the time, is if we just stick together and promote each other's videos and cooperate and help each other out and come up with unique and different ideas that nobody else is doing. I mean, other people are doing like marathon lives and stuff like that. And I Am a Creator community is good about this. They have several people that live every night, and they do have some really big lives, but they don't cooperate the way we do. It is quite as organized a manner as we do with our hashtag Insane Friends when we're doing a calendar like this, where everybody's cooperating in their lives and doing a marathon of lives involving several different channels, and it being a different channel every night, and following rules like not living on top of each other and shouting out each other's lives and showing the audience who's live and when and what night. And, you know, for instance, you know, right now, we're going to shout out the lives of everybody else on the Insane Friends live calendar, and we encourage everybody else on the calendar to do the same thing. Shout everybody out on the live. On Sundays, we're here with Sane Sunday Live at 7:30, followed closely by Gregory Salvatore at 9 p.m., which he should be live already, so I'm going to have to get off of here. Monday night is ATRA Adventures at 9 p.m. Bubsification is 9 p.m. Hashtag Insane Friends is 7:30. Again, 7:30 right here on Saneauto on Wednesday nights. Dorito and Lucha Cabra is 9:30 on Thursday nights. Easy, followed by Easy 2 Tips and Tricks, etc., etc., at 10:30 to 12. And Friday night is Twisted R Racing at 9 p.m. After the holidays, Horses Shop will be live on Friday nights again as well. He's taking a break. Saturday nights, it's Chopper's Rule 1 at 6:30 p.m., followed closely by Fab Automotive Detailing, which just did a huge giveaway on his channel. That's another thing, too. We cooperate on these giveaways. Everybody, let me know when you're doing giveaways and stuff by posting it on the Saneauto Facebook page. And we'll all make a concerted effort to try to get people to your giveaway videos and to your channels during your giveaways, so that you can get maximum effect from your giveaways. And if we just keep coming up with ways of cooperating together and getting the word out as a community and just support each other, you know, just give insane support to all the hashtag Insane Friends, and we will get hashtag Insane Growth from it. Go-karts are gone fishing. It's great to see you here. And Craig Durbin is here. Let me see here. Another shout out before we leave to Horses Shop for being first in chat, and Budget and Legit Garage for being a close second. Chat. Really appreciate you all being here. It was fun hanging out with you, but we really got to go. And head on over to Gregory Salvatore's live. I've already cut 12 minutes into his time. So appreciate y'all being here, and y'all have a great night. And we'll see you again on Wednesday night at 7:30. Until then, wishing you all hashtag Insane Growth for all our hashtag Insane Friends. Till the next video, get off the couch and get dirty.